So I am done with my hysteroscopic salpingogram, the HSG. I will admit that it is not a fun procedure. The doctor was really nice, but it is very uncomfortable. I will kind of explain it to you guys what they do. So they go in with a speculum like you would with the normal pap smear. If you've never had children, it does take a minute to dilate you, but since I did have children in the past, it didn't take long to dilate me. They use a tenaculum and they clip the cervix so they can tilt it up so they can have the area to put the catheters in. Now there are two small catheters that go in. One is an actual balloon. It's like as if you were getting a urine catheter for if you had a procedure and you needed, a leg bag for something like that. So they go in with these two catheters. One, they inflate the balloon and make it bigger so they can put the dye in. When they do use this dye, the dye will go through your fallopian tubes. Now, mind you, the dye is not super thick. It's kind of watery or whatever. It's blue, but it goes through your fallopian tube. Now, your fallopian tube, if you're looking at it, looks like kind of like a squiggly, like a bunch of squiggly line. When they put that dye in, though, it does have to go through that. And so sometimes when the dye gets put in, it causes a little bit of pressure. I think I got more of my cramps from them putting in the speculum, them trying to dilate me, and then when they first started doing the dye. Now, I will say that initially that you were up in stirrups when they do put the catheters in and they put the speculum in. After that, they take you out of the stirrups and they have you move from left to right while the speculum is inside. So if you ladies have had a well woman exam or a pap smear, having a speculum is not the most comfortable thing. I do apologize, you guys. The lighting's kind of bad where I am. However, I will tell you that it is, uncomfortable. I'm not in excruciating pain after the test. I do have some mild, kind of cramping, but it's not truly unbearable. It's just kind of about the cramping that you get, like, your second day of your cycle, and eventually it subsides. They do recommend that you do not have sex after the test is done that day. The next day is fine, but you cannot have sex on that day. Now, your HSG has to be done from day 7 to day 12 of your cycle. If it is not done within that time frame, you cannot, because typically on day 13 you ovulate, and they don't want to do that. They will have you drink about 16 ounces of water prior to the test, and that's only so they can do a pregnancy test and make sure that you are not pregnant before you have the actual exam. Now, upon finishing the exam, the doctor did explain to me what was going on. So my fallopian tubes are very much open. The dye went through both sides. So yay for that. I'm so excited. However, though, I do have scar tissue a little bit on the left side of my uterus. He said that could be a reason why we haven't been able to get pregnant, but he's not 100% sure. He also mentioned that it looked like that I had what's called a bicornuate uterus. Now, I'm going to spell that for you guys. It's BICORNUATE, uterus. So my uterus is shaped like a heart. So it goes up in a V like this, and then comes down like a heart. My husband made a joke out of it saying that it's just all the love, but no. It sometimes it can, be a different type of uterus. It's an abnormality. Only 3% of women actually have it, so I don't think any of you guys will have it on a regular that watch this video. But I am saying that it is something to look at. However, it doesn't cause you to have infertility problems. It just states that there's occasions where it may cause miscarriages later on in your pregnancy, or it will cause you to have an early pregnancy, meaning that I would deliver it, 28 weeks, 32 weeks versus a full, 38 to 40 weeks. It doesn't worry me. I do believe in God, so I do know that I have God on my side. We are still awaiting the results of my husband's semen analysis, so hopefully that will be okay. And you know, we can find out maybe it's a chemical imbalance on why we haven't been able to get pregnant. We have been trying for about 6-7 months. We have had our first round of Clomid, although it was a 50 milligram. It was the low dose Clomid, and I'm not 100% sure if I actually took it right, but we didn't get pregnant with that. So give yourselves, you know, time. Understand that the test is uncomfortable, but it's well worth it to know what's going on so you can move forward in the process of having a baby. I wish all of you guys luck in trying to have and conceive your children. You know, blessings to your families. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I will give you guys updates on what's going on with my tests, what's going on with my husband's semen analysis, and our journey through trying to conceive. So good luck to you guys all. Follow us also on Instagram at everydaymamas_. Have a great day, guys.